what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some wire in them. I'm going to wire the ends here so that they're nice and stiff so you don't understand as I wire the top. Looks like the sun's coming up out there. There you go. I'll be able to see better in here.
Are the tin cups considered more upscale than a pottery?
Well, yeah, it was certainly more expensive. It's probably 4 times as much. But I don't think it would necessarily be upscale as much as it had better utility because it didn't break. Mostly because it didn't break. And they weren't as heavy. So if you were, you used to use these out, if you were drinking, you use them for all kinds of things. You didn't want to break 2 cents. You'd rather have something for 8 cents that just didn't break. Now what would be upscale would be China from England. So Chinaware. That would be upscale. So if you went into Mr. Town's house, you'll see Chinaware. Where maybe in the Bixby's house you would see more pewter. So China was more upscale. Fancy Chinese. 3 of us working in here, making tinware for surrounding towns. 3 or 4 surrounding towns. There's not that many tin shops in 1830. And we would be selling our tinware through peddlers. So that would be people that worked for us, actually employed by us, that would go from town to town trading tinware for goods that could be sold in bulk, like rags and feathers and maybe women's hair and things like that were light and saleable in bulk. Or you may go to a country store. We would have a country store here in the village, and we would bring our tinware down to the country store, and it would be sold there. And again, most of what we did was done via bartering or journal entries and not through cash sales. There wasn't much cash around in the 1830s, so most of the work we did was sort of on a debit card basis, kind of like we do today. We get our tin from England in the 1830s, and tin is an iron plate, like an iron sheet that's got tin coating on it, and they come over to us in crates of 255 or 10 by 14 inches. So if you see, we have over 100 different patterns that we work from, and those patterns are hanging up here on the wall. And as a tinsman, as a journeyman, one of the things I get when I turn 21 years old is a set of patterns that I could work from, along with a set of tools. And tools would be about $100, so that would be a pretty expensive tool kit back in the 1830s. And then these machines, these turning machines, which are used for speeding up the process of turning edges and wiring and things that we do, would be another $100. So with that, you could go off and be a journeyman somewhere else. Typically, if you apprenticed in a shop, you'd probably stay in that shop.